What is going on, guys? My name is Serge Drobin and I'm here with you today with another lesson video. If you want in-person or online lessons with me, I have a link in the description below. Let's just jump right into it. So today we're going to be talking about the mysterious question of pick slanting. What is it? How do we achieve it and execute it in our playing? So the lick you just saw me play is actually a combination of both, and we're going to be playing that lick by the end of this video. Okay, so first I want to talk about what is pick slanting. Well, it's a technique that's used essentially for economy picking, alternate picking, even sweep picking. It's great if you can use it in all of your playing, really. I mean, you can't go wrong with it at all. Now, a lot of people get this convoluted idea about pick slanting that it's like an accentuated down or up slant on the pick when it's really super subtle. So when you're doing a downward pick slant, my basic rule of thumb here is that you basically go down for ascending licks and up for descending licks, okay? Now, when you're doing the slant on the pick, you really want to be pretty subtle with this, okay? I choke out the pick a lot, okay? And I actually play with 3 kinds of guitar picks total, and I'll show all of them to you. And it really just depends on the application that I'm using them for. So some licks will just feel better with my typical Jazz 3 max grips here. Sometimes I will actually play with this gigantic Jazz 3. I think this is a 1.25 thickness on it, and sometimes this is a cleaner sound depending on what I'm doing. Especially for actually like clean tone. Sometimes I like the glassy sound of this pick, and sometimes it just feels better depending on what I'm doing. And then also I like this one a lot, the Jazz 3 2.0s, because it has the bevel on it. It's the thickest pick of all of them. And sometimes that bevel really helps you slide off the strings really easy. But for this lesson, I'm just going to be using my typical Jazz 3 for this application. So when I'm holding the pick, I'm choking it out quite a bit, even though it's already a super small pick. And for this ascending lick that I'm going to do, we'll just do a classic economy picking run here of 3 notes a string. We'll do 7, 8, 9 on all the strings. And my pick strokes, by the way, are just down, up, down. That's it. I'm doing the same thing every time I switch strings. Down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, okay? I'm holding the pick, and it's not an exaggerated slant here on the pick, okay? It's very subtle. I'm almost flat. Think of it this way. I'm almost flat on the guitar, and then I just slightly angle it at a 45-degree angle. Just slightly. It's not vertical. It's not even close to that. It's just the slightest 45. I'm using the very tip of the pick, okay? And then I'm going to go a slight 45 and slight dip, okay? So when my hand is really flat here on the guitar, that should be just enough for you to get the downward pick slant, okay? It's not like this. I don't have to do some exaggerated motion to get it like that. It's just the slightest thing. So here's my hand flat, and then I just slightly pivot down. There's my downward pick slant. And that's what I'm going to use to practice this here, doing an ascending lick. And I would recommend just doing 1 string at a time so you can get that feel, because it's really a feel that you got to get to achieve it, and you got to get these fingers in sync with this hand. So I'm going 1, 2, 3, and then stopping on the A string like this. And you just want to practice that, and then go to the next string. And now, check it out, when I get to the highest string, so this isn't the case, obviously, that we're playing all the strings. This will apply differently if you choose to just play like a couple groups of strings or whatnot, and you're going to switch to a ascending lick, okay? So if I do all the strings, and then I'm here, this is where I tilt my hand slightly out. I don't even go that much, okay? So here I was flat. By the time I hit that note, I'm really going to accent that note too, because now my hand is tilted out, and this enables me to get this upward pick slant motion now, okay? And when I'm doing the upward pick slant, now I'm essentially playing with the back side of the pick first, okay? So if my front side was doing the down, up, downs, when I do the upward pick slant, it's now the back side, because I'm going to start with upstrokes as well with this 3-note per string pattern. But if you want to see a video on economy picking, I have another one on that I'll link. But in this case, for the pick slant portion, we're going out and away, and now we're coming back with the back side of the pick. And again, this is the slightest slant. You almost can't even see it unless you're looking for it. And I'm not like down at the floor. I'm just barely out enough that it's different from the downward pick slant. Now it's just considered an upward pick slant. It's like literally a semicircle. Here's the downward, here's the upward, the downward, the upward, okay? That's what it looks like on the string. Here we go. And this is the same thing. Practice one string at a time and rake into the next string for this with the upward pick slant. Stop on the B string. Now that we have that understanding of the pick slant and what the application for them is, now I'm going to show you the lick that I played at the beginning of this video, because this actually uses both pick slants in the middle of the lick without doing just one ascending or descending run, because I'm doing multiple ascending and descending runs in the middle of the phrase. So here's the lick. All right, so I'm starting with a downward pick slant. And as soon as I hit this downstroke, I turn it to an upward pick slant, as you can see. Okay, and then I rake back down. So I'm inside picking here, inside the string. And then I go downward pick slant again. And then I go back up, rake, down, up, down, next string. And then I go rake in the downward pick slant, upward pick slant. Here's the upstroke, rake, downward pick slant, down, and then upward pick slant. And then back downward pick slant on my ups and downs here, and then I just end it on the downward, switch it to an up. And then I can even end it raking on the G string, okay? So basically think of it as every time you're ascending the pattern, you're going up. Anytime you're going to come back down, you're going to turn it to an upward pick slant, okay? And you want to catch the pick slant changes every time you switch a string or right before it, okay? So like I said in the beginning, once I hit that downstroke, look, I could pick to an upward pick slant immediately, rake back down. So every time, every couple of notes, I'm tilting my hand the other way. Okay, definitely practice the changes slowly and even to a metronome if you need it. And this lick that I just showed you helped me significantly with the pick slanting in both directions, especially when playing fast runs. And this will totally unlock the entire guitar for you in terms of your picking, and you won't even be able to slow down. So I hope this helped you a lot today. If you liked the video, please like it, share it. If I earned your subscription, that's very much appreciated. And I will see you on the next one. I hope you all have a great rest of your day.